If no one is following you yet, it's not because you're not powerful. It's not because you're not awesome, not amazing, not incredible. And it's not because what you teach isn't exactly what they need. It's because you haven't claimed your place as the one they're meant to follow, the one who has the solution for what they're looking for. Let's talk about that today. Hi, my name's Steve Kidd. I am a third generation minister and international best-selling author of 37 books and counting. I have had the privilege of working with just about 5,000 people, helping them write, publish, market their books to bestseller, and everything that goes beyond that. But more importantly than that, I am here to make you the authority. You have to learn how to name it, claim it, earn it, own it, be the authority that you are, because you already are the authority. But unfortunately, we do these things that keep us hidden, and they keep us from being able to truly claim the place that was always meant to be ours, the place that we need to reside, to live, to be in, to make the impact and do the things to make the difference that only you can make today. Most people, they fall into the fallacy of thinking that they need a new strategy, more strategy, things to go. I read a really great post yesterday, and the person basically said, if I had to start all over brand new from scratch, they would do. And then they articulated a whole lot of the things that I'm teaching you, as well as they said, I know this works. This is how I did it before, and this is exactly what I do again. And oh, in fact, when I they got put in Facebook prison for like 2 weeks. It happens, and usually almost never is it your fault. That's actually the pivot that they were going for, and they were just going to start from scratch, brand new, have to start all over again after more than a decade of doing it. You see, it's not about a new strategy. It's about stepping up and stepping into the leadership, the place, the position, the authority that is yours. You have to claim it. That claiming it comes from, I know you're used to me saying this, clarity. You have to be clear exactly who you are and what you are doing. Visibility, just being, coming on camera going, okay, that's visible. I was there, but I didn't do anything with it. Okay. Making a post every day, even if you're following a powerful system, and I know some people that have some amazing just social media posting systems that don't have anything to do with going live. Okay. It's kind of going out into the void because you, number one, don't have the clarity in who you are. Number two, don't have the clarity in who you're meant to serve. And number three, don't have the clarity in exactly the passion, the purpose, and the promise that you're going to make to people. Without that clarity, you can't be truly visible. Or if you are visible, you're still invisible because it doesn't really break through. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any sense. Does that make sense? Okay. It's clarity, consistency, and connection. So I want to take that backwards today. I want to go the other direction because I want to talk to you about connection. You see, you can have the clearest message in the world. And if you aren't able to reach out to people and go, hey, I really do care about what you're doing. If you can't make a person feel like they're the person, if you can't make someone feel like they are the one, that's the thing you need to work on. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I know you've heard me say that before, and I'm going to keep saying it until it sinks in because people want somebody that cares about them. I mean, there's an old phrase that says, "What's in it for me?" and that's very true as the way people approach things. But it isn't just necessarily because people are selfish jerks and they're thinking only about themselves. It really has more to do with the fact that they want a solution, and they need to see that the person that's offering that solution cares about the impact that solution has. There are 1,000, 100,000 probably coaches that you could find that could teach you on a particular subject. But the thing that a person wants to find is somebody that cares about their success in a particular subject. That's connection. Connection is about reaching out to them. Connection is about not you sitting in your office, your room, your whatever, in Starbucks, wherever you might be going live, because we're going to be talking about going live. We're not just going to let you get away with making a few posts. You can make the posts, and absolutely you should make the posts. But the posts need to, again, they need to be bringing them in by you going out and being in their space, by you saying that simple phrase, "How can I help you today?" What if we turned sales, selling, all of those kind of things on its ear, and we just simply put ourselves in service? You see, I know that there are things that you're concerned about right now. We all have stuff going on in our lives. And sometimes it feels like the world is kind of against people that are trying to make a difference in the world right now. I get that. I understand. But as much as that worry, concern, fear, all is very valid, it also is important to understand that you can't, it literally is a psychological reality that you can't be in service and fear at the same time. You take all the negative emotions, fear, all of those kind of things, um, they're on the opposite side of your brain from serving somebody else, from reaching out to them, from connecting to them. So that's the thing. You want to emphasize, you want to go to them. You want to be the one reaching out to them. Okay. You want to be where they are. You don't want to bring them into where you are. You want to go to where they are and be where they are, intentionally, intensely, on purpose, so that you can reach them where they are and let them know how much you care. You see, when you use all three of those pillars, when you flip the script, okay, I mean, it is clarity, consistency, connection, but when you flip the script and you focus on connection, you focus on, I care what's happening in your life, then clarity and consistency are powerful, because then you're telling them a very specific, clearly defined, really clearly articulated thing. And that makes a massive difference, right? Okay. So clarity is helping the connection. Clarity is a very large piece of the connection. And then consistency is just simply about them knowing you're going to be around and knowing they can count on you. By doing it every day or having whatever those times are scheduled, I'm still going to tell you, you should really do it every day, 5 days a week, minimum of 3 times a week. Okay. Somebody's going to push back and they're going to be like, I'm going to do it on Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. The more you do, the more you're going to get. The more consistent, the more you show up. Okay. And yeah, I'm going to do this long form video like I do every day. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to make anywhere from 1 to 3 short form videos. And I'm going to put those where my people are. Because the truth of the matter is that my people are in groups, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're in places like that. And I need to take those little short messages, little short things that tell them they've got it. I have the solution. I want to help you because you matter. Those things make a powerful, impactful difference. But a lot of times you just want to go live like this so that you can play around with your message. Bring up Chat GPT on your screen or on the other screen if you've got dual screens like I do. And after you're done, give it the transcript and say, how did I do? What should I have done? What could I do better? I mean, this is a great way for you to practice. You want to be the next Oprah? You want to be the main stage speaker? You want to be the most in demand coach, speaker, author, whatever that might be? Here's your chance to practice. Just play around with your message. Just say it over and over and over again until you can clearly and concisely say it. You can't just have the clarity and block off time on your schedule when you're going to be consistent, and have a deep desire to reach somebody and not do them. You have to actually use those. Okay. Now, secondly, is a lot of times we're very inspirational, but we're not leading people anywhere. I've fallen into that trap horribly. I've had some really viral videos where I just go on, just pick up my phone and I just go, you've got this, you're amazing. People love that. And they want more from me whenever I do that kind of thing. The thing that kind of I have messed up and I am now showing to you is you need to have something you're leading them to. That's why I've created the free Facebook group. That's why I keep inviting you. And I will, if you like or comment on this, I'm going to send you a personal invitation to join the group. I'm going to put here at the end of this, I'm going to put the link to the group in there as well. It's also up in the description or down, depending on the social media you're looking at, or over. I mean, I think LinkedIn may even have it, over, depending on your view. And it depends on whether you're on the phone or on a computer or what have you. Because we need to lead them, not just inspire them, not just leave them going, I got this. What do I do? We need to show them specifically what to do. I am not just telling you what to do. I am coming here every day showing you, leading you. I am leading this charge of, if you want to be visible, you've got to be visible and valuable. So not just visible, but visible and valuable, consistently wanting to make the connection to people. And in addition to that, for those of you that don't know, I'm going into groups and I'm liking and commenting on people's stuff. I'm going to my friends' pages, to their profiles, and I'm liking and commenting their stuff, making legit comments, not just, wow, that was an awesome post. I mean, sometimes the comment is, thank you so much. I really appreciate that reminder. People need to be encouraged in that way. And if you tag me when you go live, I'm going to encourage you. Hey, that was great. I'm so proud of you for doing it. Those kind of things. And I'm going to give you a like too. See, there's a difference between being an influencer and being a leader. And really there isn't, but there is. Okay, go with me on this. Stick with me for a second. All right, because when we think of influencers, and I've talked about this many times before, when we think of influencers, we think of some vapid, self-involved person that's pretty much talking about themselves. They're sharing what they're having to eat. They're taking some or all of their clothing off. They're doing those kind of things to get your attention to them. It's about them. They want to be this massive following. They want to go viral. Okay. And a leader, and I'm going to come back to influencer word in a minute here. A leader is somebody that's in front of the charge. I love how, and I quoted him the other day, Richard Marchenko, the original commander for SEAL Team 6. I love how he says, we lead people, we manage things. You don't manage people. A manager tends to be like, like you do with sheep, where you kind of push them to where you want them to go. A leader gets out in front. They're the person who, when the bullets start flying, they're flying past them first. When it comes to running up the mountain, they're the one that are running at the head of the pack. Okay, that's a leader, and that's somebody you want to follow. Now, the truth is, and this is where we get back to what a real influencer is a person who's truly making an impact on people. And you are an influencer. And as you make the impact, as you show up, as you do the thing, and you're clearly stating it, You're being clear, concise, consistent, connecting, compassionate. Look at all those C words I can come up with, right? You're going to have real influence because you're going to help change people's lives. And as you do that, and as people know how much you care, they want to be part of what you're doing. And so, yeah, absolutely. You then need to give them a free group, a free giveaway, a this or that they can begin to start working in your space, getting to know you, tasting a little bit of it. The free stuff. That's why we talked about the fact that, at a minimum, it's 12 times that a person needs to hear from you. And really, it's closer to 40 now. And whereas, we used to always tell people you want to give away 9 things before you ask the 10th time. It's probably closer to like 99 times you want to give away before the one time you ask. So give them free stuff. Have a free group. Those are gives too. Those are you putting your time, essence, talent, all of those things into making their world a better place. See, you want to influence the people because you want to help them. You want to lead them to the best possible outcome for them. And you know what that is because you're the person who's 1 step, 2 step, 5 steps, 20 steps ahead of them. You know it from experience. You have the scar tissue of successes and failures that allow you the capability to be able to really make the impact because you really show up and because you know what they're going through. There's often nothing better than when somebody can say to you, "Oh, yeah, I know exactly how you feel because I've been through that myself." In sales, we used to teach, and it's kind of fallen out of favor, but it's really still powerful. Feel, felt, found. I know exactly how you feel because I felt that way myself, but I've discovered something different. And here's what I found. Let me share it with you. My dad used to always use the phrase, fellowship is just 2 beggars, one beggar showing the other beggar where he can find food too, the best dumpster or the soup kitchen or whatever. That's how we help one another. We take the thing that we know and we share it with somebody that we know needs it. And we lead that charge. Today, you must. This isn't a you could, this is a must. You must get this phone. You must go live. You must share something impactful. You have to have a bold leadership statement. Boldly say, I believe, and tell us what you believe. 2 words, 200,000 words. I want to know what you believe. I want to know what the heart and soul and core of your passion really is. Make me feel it. Okay? And don't worry if you use too many words or if you stumble around, if you're like, well, that wasn't exactly it. Just go for it. Hit go live on Facebook, use StreamYard, use Zoom. You can go live to social medias from that. Go live on TikTok. They've got that available now. Go live on, on LinkedIn Live. If you are just absolutely adamant that you're not going to show your face, you can do it, via voice, but you need to go live. You need to pick up the phone and you need to go live and you need to start off saying, I believe, and just tell us everything you believe. Tell us what you believe. Because for the people who don't believe that, it's going to turn them off. And that's a bonus because now you're not talking to those people. I hope they do unfriend you because that'll be the best gift they could ever give you. Then you're not dealing with, followed by, and having to have to swarm through a whole mass of people that aren't your people. I'd rather see you have 10 raving fans that just can't wait for you to say the next thing than to have 10,000 people who could care less. Or worse yet, 10,000 people who believe something that's completely opposite of everything that you're about. You don't need that. All it is just cause for brain damage. Okay. And then the next step, I believe. You're going to tell us what you believe. It can be one word, it can be 1 million words. I don't care. I'm not going to count the words. Just go for it. And I lead. Identify them. Clarity, 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 clarity. If you can't articulate specifically who exactly your person is, then guess what? You need to join the group. You need to go through our passion and purpose definer. It's free to the members of the group. Okay. That's not something that I charge the group members for. Now, if you don't want to join the group and you just want to go through that, yes, there's a class that I teach that helps you define your passion, your purpose, your one, and your one thing. And I gladly sell that to you, but I'm not looking for your money. I want you to join the group. I want to help you. I want you to be the change in this world. I believe, tell me what you believe. And I lead, tell me specifically who it is you lead. I'm out leading the charge in front of you all as the person who's going to go live and share with you how to be seen, heard, make an impact, and from that, build to a place where you're going to get paid massively. I'm leading that charge. I want you to be part of it with me. I want to see you make the impact in the thing that you lead people to do. Now is the time to be done with being overlooked. Now is the time to raise your voice, to make the difference to the point where you can't be ignored. To be on, and I don't care what social media it is, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, which is now called X, Truth Social, Alignable, and the list goes on. But you need to be on there so consistently, so much, and so powerfully that their algorithms can't ignore you. Their algorithms are wondering how they can show you to more people because they know you're going to give them more good content that's going to make them look good. Oh, look, we've got this person that's teaching this thing, showing up and giving people massive value, and they're doing it for free. They're not some $100,000 course. I've got a $100,000 course, but they don't start there. They start at give, 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 give. I can tell you definitely all the social medias want, need, and crave people that are givers, that are really actually adding to it. Statistically speaking, over 90% of people that are on social media are lurkers. They see your post, they never say a word. Okay? They may see this video and I won't ever know that they saw it. About another 9% of those are people that they pretty well just hit the like button. They might go wild and hit the heart button, but that's about all they do. They just go through, and their idea of being interactive on social media is to just like. And I can guarantee you 80% of those people didn't even read the post. They just hit the like button because they're just trying to jack up their algorithm. 1%, you're the 1%. 1% creates content. That content starts. Let me say that again. That content starts from being out where the people are in their groups, on their pages and stuff like that, and making comments that are viable, valuable, powerful. That's where it starts. It doesn't start from you going live. You going live is a consistent piece of that. But you need to, before you do that every day, you need to be out. You need to find 5 or 10 minimum groups, and you need to make 1 or 2 minimum comments on posts that just simply add value. You're not, and I'm not saying anything that has a link or sends them to your stuff or any of that kind of thing. I'm just talking about purely adding value, encouragement, creating part of the conversation, interacting with people on their personal profiles and on in their groups. Minimum of 10 a day, minimum. And that's that's the scratching the surface minimum. Okay. You need to do that every single day. You need to be even more consistent about that than you are the live that I'm telling you. Okay. Now that's not going to make you visible and valuable. That's going to make you connected. Connection first. You connect. You show people how much you care so that they then want to come back and know how much you know. Today is the day to begin to start building not just some kingdom, some giant pile of money so you can be like Smog from The Hobbit and lay on a pile of gold that somebody's always trying to come and kill you to steal. Today is the day to create a movement, to make a difference that only you can make in the world. And together, we're going to do that. I want to help you create your movement. I'm here to do that. I created the free group on purpose to help movement makers, kingdom shakers, people that are the change makers in this world to make the difference that only you can make. And I'm inviting you. I just dropped the link. I want you to come in and I want you to join the group for free. And let's create your movement together. Let's make you not the best kept secret, but the best shouted from the rooftop secret that is making a movement, making a change, making the difference that only you can make in this world. Thanks for joining the group. Thanks for listening live and on the replay. Thanks for all that you do in this world to make the massive, massive difference that you make in this world. Thanks for being you. I appreciate you. I celebrate you. And I know you've got this. And I'll see you again next time.